There's a strange tension that always seems to creep in when a new month rolls around. You can feel it. It's that moment when you're trying to figure out if everything's going to stretch far enough, if the timing of your bills and benefits will actually line up this time. Maybe you've been there before, opening the fridge and deciding which leftovers are going to have to make one more appearance, holding off on filling a prescription until you know for sure when that deposit's hitting, or just watching the mailbox like a hawk even though you know most payments are digital now. That quiet anxiety builds when things are just a little off, especially when the calendar throws a wrench into the routine. And this coming month, it's shaping up to be one of those times where the system doesn't feel quite in sync. For millions of Americans, retirees, people on disability, survivors, spouses, even those on SSI, this time of the year matters more than people realize. It's not just another page on the calendar, it's the month where even a few days shift in timing can mean the difference between peace of mind and full blown panic. And it's especially critical if you're on a fixed income, juggling rising costs, or just trying to help someone else stay afloat. Whether you're the one receiving the benefits or you're the one making sure mom or dad can cover their rent and meds, this is the kind of information you need on your radar right now. If you're still with me, you're about to walk away with something better than just dates and facts. You're going to walk away with a plan. Because once I walk you through what's unfolding, you'll know exactly how to adjust. Whether that's shifting a bill, buying a few days' worth of groceries ahead of time, or simply bracing for the fact that some payments won't hit as early as you might expect. And listen, some of these things, they catch even the most experienced beneficiaries off guard. But not you, not if you stay with me until the end. But before I go any further, I need to flag something that's just as important, if not more. Medicare's annual enrollment is coming up faster than most people realize. And every year, I see the same thing. People wait until the last minute, get stuck on hold, or worse, end up locked into plans that don't work for their prescriptions, their doctors, or their budget. There's a solution, though, and it's simple. Call the number you see on your screen. It connects you directly to a team of licensed advisors who've already helped thousands in our community. They'll look across the entire country's plans, over 20,000 of them, to find you one that fits your exact situation. The call is free, takes just 10 to 20 minutes, and the average person is saving more than $1,000 a year. Seriously, you've got nothing to lose and so much to gain. And if you do it now, before the rush hits, you'll skip the long lines and be at the front of the pack once enrollment officially opens. Now back to this month and why it matters more than most. It's not just another chapter in a tough year. It's not just another month where the cost of groceries feels like it's got a mind of its own. It's the kind of month where small missteps can snowball into bigger problems, especially when systems, like the one distributing benefits to more than 73 million Americans, don't exactly match up with the rhythm we've come to expect. That rhythm matters. People depend on it to plan their rent, their utilities, their medication schedules. When the timing slips even slightly, it's not just inconvenient, it can be dangerous. And August, unfortunately, is one of those months. It looks normal at first glance, but once you break it down, it becomes clear that some payments are falling noticeably later than usual. No, it's not a glitch. No, there aren't any delays in the system. It's just how the dates land this time. And it's going to catch some folks off guard if they're not watching closely. It's not about whether the money is coming, it's about when. And for many, that when makes all the difference. Let's get into the details. But if you're expecting to hear that your check will come right at the start of the month like usual, think again. This August's payment calendar is stacked a bit differently. And yes, it's legal. Yes, it's been confirmed. And yes, the payments are still arriving, but they're falling on dates that are later than many are used to, especially for the majority of beneficiaries who fall under the Wednesday payment system. Now, here it is. For those receiving Supplemental Security Income, SSI, you're actually in luck. That deposit is scheduled for Friday, August 1st. It's not a weekend, it's not a holiday. So that payment is arriving exactly when it should. The same goes for a select group of people who typically get paid on the third of the month, those who began receiving benefits before May 1997, or who qualify for both Social Security and SSI, known as concurrent beneficiaries. Because August 3rd falls on a Sunday, those payments are pushed forward to Friday, August 1st. Early is good, but that's where the early payments end. Now we get into the majority, and this is where things get tricky. Most beneficiaries follow the Wednesday payment structure, which is determined by your birth date. But in August, that system is delivering checks much later than normal. If your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of the month, you typically get paid on the second Wednesday. That's August 13th this year. That's a big gap between your July check and your next one. You'll need to prepare for that. Next, if your birthday is between the 11th and 20th, your check won't arrive until Wednesday, August 20th. Again, not a holiday, not a weekend, so it will arrive that day, but still pretty far out for anyone counting the days. Then, for those with birthdays between the 21st and 31st, your payment lands on Wednesday, August 27th. That's nearly the end of the month. If you've got auto debits set or bills scheduled around a usual mid month payment, that late check could throw you off. The key point here, nothing is delayed. But because of how the month begins, Friday the 1st, it shifts the entire Wednesday based schedule back. It feels like a delay, but technically, it's just a later rollout than we're used to. And unless you're watching that closely, it can feel like something went wrong. It's also worth noting that August isn't just important for check arrival dates. It's the second month in the third quarter, which means it's one of the months the government uses to calculate inflation data that determines next year's cost of living adjustment, or COLA, and recent numbers suggest we could be seeing a more generous adjustment than originally forecast. Prices are still rising, yes, but in a way that could result in a higher COLA for 2026. So, the spending and pricing activity in August actually plays a role in shaping what your benefit increase looks like come January. I want to clear up one more thing. There are no surprise checks, no bonus payments, no extra deposits coming this month. Any messages, videos, or rumors suggesting otherwise are misleading. If you're hearing about special relief or unexpected bonus checks, double check the source. In August, it's business as usual, just on a slightly stretched out timeline. So here's what you can take away. If you're on SSI or receive your check on the 3rd, you're good. Your money's landing on August 1st. If you fall under the Wednesday schedule, your check depends on your birthday, August 13th, 20th, or 27th. The payments are coming, but they're later than what many are used to, and that means it's time to look ahead, shuffle some bills, and prepare accordingly. Now's the time to act. First, if you're on Medicare and you haven't yet locked in your coverage plan for the upcoming year, call that number right now. Get ahead of the October enrollment rush and make sure you're not stuck in a plan that doesn't work for you. Second, think about someone in your life who could benefit from this information: a family member, a neighbor, a friend, anyone who receives benefits or helps someone who does. Share this video with them. It could save them a major headache this month. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free and makes sure you stay in the loop every single month. We break this all down for you,